On January 6, 1994, Shane Stant attacked American figure skater Nancy Kerrigan after a practice session for the 1994 championships. After investigation, authorities found this attack was connected to American skater and Nancy's competitor, Tonya Harding. After this attack, Harding went on to win the championships, while Kerrigan was unfortunately forced to drop out of the competition. Tonya was punished for the assault on Nancy by being banned from USFSA forever. Many people believe that Tonya was wrongfully punished for her actions, as she claimed to have no involvement in the attack. However, I believe that Tonya Harding had previous knowledge of the attack on Nancy Kerrigan, and her punishment was well deserved. Reasons for this include her relationship with the attacker and the guilt trip movie I, Tonya, later made to prove Tonya's innocence, although it made things even more confusing on what the truth really is. Throughout Tonya's career in skating, she was married to Jeff Gillooly, who was the one to hire Shane Stant to injure Kerrigan. According to biography.com, Jeff was accused of being an abusive and possessive husband towards Tonya, later leaving her to file for divorce not once, but 2 times. Jeff was Tonya's manager for skating, so when he noticed how competitive Tonya and Nancy were starting to be, he wanted to find a way to fix that. So, as any normal person would do, he and Tonya's bodyguard, Shane Eckert, hired hitman Shane Stant and his uncle, Derek Smith, to take Kerrigan out. According to USAtoday.com, they had initially spoken about killing Kerrigan before settling on beating her kneecap with a 21-inch baton. When Tonya was brought to court for the attack, she was adamant that she had no involvement or previous knowledge of the attack prior. But according to CBSSports.com, 24 years later in an interview with ABC, she admitted that she overheard Jeff plotting to perform an attack with Eckert and was mentioning taking her out to get a spot on the team. With this new knowledge, Tonya must have known something was up beforehand and could have prevented it easily, and she was probably just plain dumb to avoid any more issues between her and the court. As investigation progressed, authorities found handwritten notes of all of Kerrigan's practice times in Jeff and Tonya's trash bin. They were sent to handwriting experts and later concluded to be Tonya's handwriting. This raises the question of why she was taking notes of Kerrigan's practice times. And although it was never confirmed why, this really can only point to one thing. She was trying to find the best time to win. After releasing the movie, I, Tonya, the world felt sorrowful for Tonya and all the hardships she managed to endure. Before this movie's debut, one would feel bad for Nancy Kerrigan, considering she was the one actually attacked. But this movie covered Tonya's life and leading up to the attack and how lousy and abusive her mother, husband, and family all were to her. This resulted in people justifying Tonya's actions by calling her hardworking and deserving of the gold medal. One review on Rotten Tomatoes even said, "This movie really gave me new respect for all she, Tonya Harding, had to battle." This review completely disregarded what happened to Nancy. This movie was absolutely biased towards Tonya and made her the victim of the event rather than Nancy, and as again, she was the one actually attacked rather than Tonya. As I mentioned earlier, Tonya claimed that she had previously heard that they were planning on taking out somebody to get her a spot on the team before Kerrigan was attacked. Considering this movie was, according to historyversushollywood.com, not specifically biased on true events, but rather draws from multiple versions of the same events, it makes it difficult to know what the truth really is again. After Kerrigan was attacked, Harding, Gillooly, Stant, and Eckert were all brought to court. After a solid amount of time, all 4 of them pleaded guilty to the assault, despite Tonya insisting she had 0 involvement. This led her to have no jail time, but instead a $160,000 fine, 3 years probation, and 500 hours of community service, and was permanently banned from the United States Figure Skating Association, or USFSA. Gillooly earned 2 years of jail time, and Stant and Eckert were charged for second-degree assault and a $20,000 bail. Eckert actually managed to pay this $20,000 bail and is now out about the world. Kerrigan was thankfully in good health with only a few bruises and went to earn the silver medal at the 1994 Olympics, while Tonya was in 8th place. Many people decided to call this karma to Tonya, considering they believe that Tonya beat Kerrigan. Now, considering the facts against Tanya, do you really think that Tanya's punishment was deserved and justifiable? Considering that she could have had some form of knowledge leading to the attack and could have potentially prevented it, I feel her punishment was more than deserved, and never being able to skate again competitively is for the best safety of other skaters.